hands because he's a African American gentleman that is homeless and has fought with addiction. That automatically exits you out.
I went for a walk away from my camp. I was by Colfax Station down by the river. Not even 15 minutes. I see smoke. By the time I ran under Colfax, it got to the top of the other side of the hill. My entire camp was already burned down. Nobody knows who did it. Nobody knows why. I don't even know.
I don't either.
They say nice guys finish last. I've started to believe that was true. Because all I do is help. And it seems like everybody just takes and takes and takes. So I thought, what would happen if I would have become the bad guy? But that's not in my character. That's not my morals. That's not who I am. Everybody around here knows me as the person who will help, even if it takes every last breath in my body, and ask for nothing in return.
And it's hard that he has to put me to a mask over. You can't really tell them what you really feel like or what's going on. Because if you're depressed and down, then they're going to be depressed and down. They all have to have somebody to look up for. And my brother is one of the ones that they majorly, I don't know if you've seen what he wrote up, but they all look up to him. So it's hard for him because he has to put on this mask. He can't really let out what he wants to let out because it'll hurt the next person. And that's not cool to have to be something you're not. Just to help other people. It gets tiring. Our family has been broken up. It's just tiring.
Yep.
Only thing we have now is us.
I suffer from severe depression with suicidal tendencies. I contemplate time and time again on what this world would be like if I were never born, or trying to kill myself. They can even tell you, I've tried sitting in that garden before with a knife to my throat. I tried jumping off of the building. Any way you've named, I probably tried it. But I have to think about, in another sense, what would happen to the people who care about me if I were to do that. Sometimes I do selfish things, sometimes I do selfless things. I'm only human, we're not perfect. We don't ask for perfection. We don't demand it, we don't command it. We live our lives to the best of our ability. But for another person to look down on you just because your life isn't like theirs, that is immoral, that is wrong, and it is downright degrading. And it's people like that that make society the fucked up world that it is now. Because you spit on the next person that doesn't have the same car as you. We're just trying to make our lives. We're just trying to live. Whether we're on the street or in a house. Everybody should be created the same.
Well, I want to tell you guys I appreciate you guys sharing your story, man. All I can say is keep your head up, man. You know, you do good things in life, and eventually it will come back full circle, man. For sure. Don't give up, man. You're young, bro. You're very young.
I'll be 34 on November 28th of this month, of this year.
That's really young. I would love to trade those years, but unfortunately I can't.
It is hard to where you're gonna find your next meal, especially for my brother, because he doesn't come up here every day because it tears him down. Where is he gonna find his next meal? Winter's coming.
Like I know for a
How is
fact
he gonna be warm?
they just already served lunch, so it's likely that I might not be able to go in there and get anything to eat if they don't have anything left.
Well, off camera, I'm gonna help you guys out with $3. It's not much because I do it out of my own account, but I'll help you guys out with what I can. You guys get something to eat.
Thank you.
But once again, I wanna thank you guys for your time, and thank you for sharing your story. Like I said, I'm out here gathering people's stories, man, because society's got a negative look on people that are struggling.
It is horrible. Like in Florida, where we had our own little community, it was a community of homeless people, you know, but stealing from one another, not having compassion for one another. My mom set me on fire. You know, I had my whole tent set on fire and lost part of my foot because of it.
Why take from a person who's in the same predicament as you are?
Exactly. It's just hard. And it's so hard that you don't like to voice it. Because what if somebody's new at this and hasn't gotten that hurt yet? You don't want to deter somebody from going and getting help if they possibly could get it, you know?
Hopefully somebody watching this video, you'll help somebody else out by them hearing your story. I want to appreciate you guys. I want to say thank you, and just keep going forward. Keep going forward. Thanks again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.